My name is Vincent J. Calone, or VJ Calone. I am a formalist poet from Lindenhurst, New York. I also reside in Rocky Point, New York. I came to poetry through SUNY Oswego. I have a bachelor in arts in poetry and drama writing, and I studied under Louis Turco, who's the author of the New Book of Forms in SUNY Oswego. So that was back in 94, 95. I graduated, I went to school for poetry. I wrote poetry religiously from the years of 1988 to say 1998. And then I took a break in poetry until the year 2020. The first poem I'm going to read today is called The Refound Poem. And it is a gloss on The Planter by T.A. Niles and Foretells the Moon's Hunger, an ekphrastic by J.C. Wayne. It starts with the epigraph, "Maybe Christmas," he thought, "doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more," by Dr. Seuss. Tell me again about hunger, my friend, as I wipe away these crumbs from my beard. Hearing your words, it's just as we feared. Let he who throws the first rock be without sin. It all started as a thought, a feeling, a seed, born not out of want, but more out of need. From he who knew a few things about planting, a few of his fields left fallow despite his recanting. The earth throws up shields, as do its people. You can touch a soul without ringing a steeple. Soil conditions, irrigation, feeding and weeding. How does the color of one's skin lessen the needing? Yes, he knows a thing or two about supplanting, robbing Peter to pay Paul, threw letters while chanting. Give him a loaf and a couple of fish, now make a wish, then back up that truck and hand him your dish. And how could so many still be left starving? And how can we with ourselves strike this bargain? Can we at least help to feed our own little corner and clothe the needy people so they may be warmer? And whatever does not kill us only makes us stronger or stiffens our spine so we last a bit longer. You can get upset and angry, but I have not lied. Please lend a hand. Don't stand to the side. There are 1,001 ways to expire on this earth. Starvation shouldn't be our very last birth. Become like the planter. Think not of yourself. Your soul's also fertile. Scatter the wealth. And this is the second poem I'm going to read. It is a tribute to all women out there. It was first published in Writing in a Women's Voice on Halloween of 2022. And it was based on the prompt, take a children's story and change the ending. So I chose Little Red Riding Hood. And this poem is called Red's Revenge. Don't stray from the path. Don't talk to strangers. Take heed, beware, and try to spot dangers. Words echo around your red riding head. True words ignored, your mother once said. Alone in the wild, you met a strange wolf. At first, he seemed cool, fun, and aloof. But you were lost in the forest, fleeing from mom's wrath. Did you miss a sign as you strayed from the path? Pick her some flowers. He'd howl as he'd exit. You thought this was strange and wonder if you should text it. Then off to your granny's without delay. Upon your arrival, to your dismay, Granny slumped in the bed. She looked a bit odd, her worn-out false teeth, now sharp and too large. In feral rage, he sprang up with tail like a flag, growling, I'll eat you too, just like I ate the old hag. Hold it now, Wolfie, was your fiery retort. How about some bread and butter, and a nice glass of port? Slow yourself down, we have plenty of time. Let's make this night special. Relax, I'll pour the wine. Befuddled, the wolf was thrown for a loop. As Red buttered the bread and poured him a snoop, Wolfie just laughed. I'll take my time and just enjoy both, drinking the wine and eating the loaf. He gobbled and drank and demanded some more. Soon thereafter, the beast collapsed on the floor. Red smiled and winked as she turned to the door. Don't you know dogs can't eat chocolate and onion? Do you want some more? Are you having fun yet? The focaccia was spiked, the babka had coca, and as for the wine, well, strychnine to choke you. The moral of the story is to always choose the dare. Go it alone and uncover your hair. The night it is black, the woods dark and deep. Always check in the bed before you slip into sleep. Never talk to a stranger. Never trust a creep. Never stray from the path. Look before you leap. Wear your cape proud and leave them for dead. Red's only a color, a stigma made up in the head. Release your covered locks for all the world to see. Never let a monster tell you who you should be. So the poetry scene on Long Island is wonderful. It's vibrant. There are many epicenters all across Long Island. I got into it at Jack Jack's with Deborah Hauser. I want to send a special thank you and shout out to her. It was a year ago in March that I came back into the poetry world. And if it wasn't for Deborah Hauser and Jack Jack's and J.R. Turek and the Farmingdale Creative Writing, Wednesday Farmingdale Creative Writing, and Linda Dickman and the last Friday of the month, and James Wagner and the first Friday, and Chip and his Saturdays in Riverhead, and all the and MT Paridi and Steve with the scene, and all of the other. It's a vibrant, growing poetry scene on the island, both local the live scene and the virtual scene since COVID has exploded. So I am so happy. I am so pleased. I'm so proud to be just a small part of it. And I thank you for this opportunity to share some of my stuff today. Thank you.